Teddy Atlas warns that Joshua's clash with Dubois is more than a physical fight. It's a dramatic battle against his own self-doubt that could make or break his legacy. Meanwhile, boxing promoter Eddie Hearn stresses the excitement around the Joshua versus Dubois fight, noting it could lead to an undisputed championship if Tyson Fury gets involved, making it a bigger event.
For a massive fight against Daniel Dubois, one that's really going to get the British fans excited, is that really a bit of a, not a semi-final, but is the winner of that fight looking at potentially the winner of Usyk? And
I think because the winner of the other fight can become undisputed by fighting them. Obviously, Usyk's already done that, but especially if it's Tyson Fury, makes the fight huge. But the winner of AJ against Dubois, the natural fight is to fight the winner of Fury Usyk.
Boxing promoter Teddy Atlas explains that Joshua's losses have played a crucial role in his development, making him more professional and disciplined.
He has become a real pro. In the Joyce fight, in the fight against Usyk, he broke down mentally. That's all I'll say. There was a low blow in that fight, controversy with Usyk, but at the end of the day, he broke down. And then he came back against Miller, and then Herzovic, and he redeemed himself.
Teddy Atlas focuses on the mental challenges that Anthony Joshua might be facing as he prepares for his fight with Daniel Dubois. He highlights that this fight isn't just about physical readiness, it's also about Joshua's internal battle. Atlas suggests that Joshua isn't only fighting Dubois in the ring, but also confronting his own doubts and fears. Atlas paints a picture of a man under immense pressure, someone who knows that this fight could define the rest of his career. Once seen as the next big thing in heavyweight boxing, Joshua now finds himself needing to prove that he's still got what it takes to be at the top. Atlas asserts that for Joshua, it's not just about winning, it's about reigniting the fire within himself and showing the world that he still belongs among the best. Former professional boxer Bryant Jennings favors Anthony Joshua, warning Dubois that Joshua's jab and right hand could be lethal, especially if Dubois repeats his mistakes from the Hrgovic fight.
Both of them have punching power, great punching power. Dubois, 26, 27 years old.
Bryant Jennings kicks things off by diving into the buzz around the upcoming fight between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois, set to go down at Wembley Stadium. He paints a vivid picture of the intense atmosphere, with 80,000 to 90,000 fans expected to pack the venue. Jennings isn't shy about highlighting the power these two heavyweights bring to the ring, but he's particularly impressed with how much AJ has grown as a fighter. He notes that Joshua's technique has really sharpened over time, making him more polished and selective with his shots. While Jennings acknowledges the unpredictable nature of heavyweight boxing, with both fighters packing serious punching power, he subtly leans toward AJ, hinting that this fight could showcase Joshua's refined skills and power in a big way. Reflecting on Anthony Joshua's improved technique, Jennings envisions how it might shape the outcome of the bout. He added, "I believe that AJ has increased his technique, and that's what puts a lot more emphasis on the punches that he would be able to throw, and those right hands will definitely be Dubois' worst nightmare." Professional boxer David Adelaide praises Turki El Sheikh for making the fight happen, noting that it's good for boxing and the global heavyweight scene.
Wembley Stadium, good undercard, credit to Turk, who's making these things happen. He's got the public talking about it, he's got the boxing generals talking about it, so it's very good.
In the discussion about the upcoming heavyweight clash between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois, David Adelaide shared his insights. Adelaide highlighted the significance of this fight, noting, "It's good for the British public, it's good for the world heavyweight scene." Adelaide emphasized that both Joshua and Dubois are renowned for their power, acknowledging their impressive knockout records. When asked for his prediction, Adelaide confidently backed Joshua to win. Despite his prediction, he didn't dismiss Dubois' abilities, recognizing that Dubois is a strong fighter who has shown resilience in the past. Adelaide's comments reflect his respect for both fighters while offering his straightforward opinion on the bout. Furthermore, professional boxer Arslanbek Makhmudov states that Joshua has more experience compared to Dubois and believes Joshua's experience will be advantageous.
Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois, big fight coming up. Who do you think wins that one?
Oh, I think Joshua have more experience. When this guy showed very good fight. Last fight, Dubois, also very good fighter.
Makhmudov believes that Anthony Joshua's experience will be a crucial factor in the bout. According to him, Joshua's extensive experience in high-stakes matches gives him a significant advantage over Dubois. While he acknowledges Dubois as a strong fighter, Makhmudov thinks that Joshua's seasoned background will likely play a key role in determining the outcome. When asked whether Joshua is more likely to win by knockout or by decision, Makhmudov refrains from making a definitive prediction. He points out that Joshua's superior experience could increase his chances of winning, but he doesn't commit to whether the victory will come by by knockout or points. Makhmudov's analysis underscores the importance of experience in the heavyweight division and highlights Joshua's edge in this matchup. Additionally, former professional boxer Tony Bellew predicts a quick finish in the fight, stating that it won't go past 1 round. He emphasizes the difference between genuine heavyweights and those who aren't.
They're going to have a problem because we will catch it on the break. It's just how does he set us up? I think the only bad thing I can say about England is Jared Brantwaite not being there is criminal. You've got a left-sided centre-half with double the amount of clean sheets that any other defender in the squad's got. So your 2 defenders who've got 12 and 13 clean sheets each is Jared Brantwaite, James Tarkowski. Tarkowski's got 13. The closest person to them with 6 clean sheets is John Stones, and then 5 with Gay. Why have you not got James Tarkowski there, but you've got Lewis Dunk? And that's no disrespect to Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk's a fantastic footballer, but you are insane not to have a naturally left-footed, the best record in any centre-half in the country in Jared Brantwaite not there. It's madness. I get the Tarky one, because he's never been really part of the squad, but I can't for the life of me understand the Jared Brantwaite one. But it is what it is. Listen, if Gareth Southgate wins the Euros, he's right on everything he's done. No one can question that. But if he loses, if he doesn't win these Euros, he's in for a lot of flack.
Right. 2 questions about asking one.
More than 2 minutes that long.
No, right, okay. First of all, what chance to give Daniel Dubois against?
Bellew provided a clear perspective on the fight, giving Dubois only an 80-20 chance against Joshua. He acknowledged Dubois' impressive performance against Filip Hrgović, but highlighted the considerable advantages Joshua holds. Bellew noted that Joshua is quicker, stronger, and technically more advanced than Dubois. While Dubois might match Joshua in terms of work rate and stamina, Bellew emphasized that Joshua's superior punching power is a game-changer. He pointed out that Dubois simply can't endure the level of power Joshua brings to the ring. In Bellew's view, taking multiple heavy shots from Joshua is unlikely to end well for Dubois, given Joshua's ability to finish fights early. Similarly, boxing promoter Barry McGuigan discusses how Joshua is still the slight favorite, but stresses that Dubois has a significant chance of winning if he lands a decisive punch.
Decision as to who you think is going to win the fight. I mean, Joshua would be a favorite, but Dubois can knock him out. Believe me, he can knock anybody out if he hits him on the chin. And he showed against Hrgović, he had to take some stick and he came back and he overwhelmed him, and I know the cut-eye was what stopped it eventually, but he was completely on top. Can he win the fight? Absolutely. All he needs is a half a second and he can end this fight, so don't doubt that. You still got to make Joshua a slight favourite, but Dubois has it.
McGuigan discusses the critical role of mentality in the fight between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. McGuigan stresses that mental strength is a key factor in any boxing match, and it will be crucial for both fighters in this bout. McGuigan also highlights Dubois' remarkable knockout power. He emphasizes that Dubois has the potential to change the outcome of the fight with just one well-placed punch. Despite Joshua's slight edge as the favorite, McGuigan points out that Dubois' ability to land a decisive blow gives him a real chance to win. This insight underscores the unpredictable nature of boxing, where a single moment of power can make all the difference. Adding to the debate, professional boxer Andy Ruiz predicts that Joshua will win the fight against Dubois.
I think it's going to be a good fight as well. Dubois is a little different style, but I don't know. I see AJ winning them.
Andy Ruiz recently weighed in on the upcoming clash between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. He expressed enthusiasm about the match, noting that Joshua's distinctive fighting style will add an intriguing element to the bout. Ruiz's prediction leans toward Joshua securing a victory, but he also underscored the unpredictable nature of boxing. He pointed out that despite any pre-fight expectations, the dynamics can shift dramatically once the fighters are in the ring. Ruiz highlighted that in heavyweight boxing, the outcome can hinge on just one powerful punch, making each fight an exciting and unpredictable spectacle. Furthermore, boxing promoter Frank Warren discusses how a Dubois win over Joshua would rank among significant boxing victories. He mentions past major wins like Hatton versus Tszyu and Bruno versus Tyson.
Deliver on September 21st and knock out Anthony Joshua at Wembley Stadium. Where would that rank in terms of wins you've seen? I'm talking about, Hatton beating Tszyu, Naz beating Kevin Kelly. Where would that rank?
It's a big. We've had. You think Frank Bruno beating Oliver McCall. Oliver McCall beat Lennox Lewis, and then we got him. We manoeuvred and got Frank in there, who'd already fought 3 times for world title, and then came with me. He got beat. Came with me and won the fight. So that was huge. It's been loads and loads of great match. But certainly, you know, in the last 10 years, it'd be one of the biggest. Certainly be one of the biggest. I mean, it's a bit.
Warren emphasized how Daniel Dubois has made significant strides in his boxing career. Warren noted that Dubois has matured both physically and mentally, which is evident from his recent performances. He highlighted that Dubois is now demonstrating the potential that Warren has always believed was there. This upcoming fight against Anthony Joshua represents a crucial moment for Dubois, showcasing his growth and readiness to compete at the highest level. According to Warren, this bout is not just another fight, but a chance for Dubois to prove himself against one of the biggest names in the sport. Warren asserts that the outcome of the fight could depend on who lands the most effective punches and how each fighter reacts under pressure.
You know they're going to let big shots go. And when you let big shots go, that's when you're vulnerable. That's when you expose yourself. And you leave yourself open for the counter. And then we're going to find out what they're both about. Because that will happen during the fight. And it's who throws that real hard shot that gets the other guy's attention, how they react to it.
Frank Warren compared the punching power of Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua. Warren pointed out that while Joshua is well known for his knockout ability, Dubois might actually have an even stronger punch. He emphasized that both fighters are capable of delivering powerful shots, which makes handling these exchanges wisely crucial for their success. In other words, professional boxer Jeremiah Milton describes Joshua versus Dubois fight as thrilling, highlighting that Dubois is now being recognized for his resilience and Joshua is revitalizing his career.
Spot both. Amazing fight. You know, you got two guys, AJ, who has been on I don't know how you say a rebirth from both men, you know what I'm saying? Daniel Dubois.
Milton predicts that Dubois will give Joshua a tougher challenge compared to some of Joshua's previous opponents. Both fighters are known for their aggressive styles, so it's expected to be a high-intensity match. He emphasizes that the fight could hinge on who can land the decisive punch first, given their punching power. Milton suggests that this bout will be a true test of endurance and strategy. Dubois has shown he can handle the distance in recent fights, but Joshua will need to be fully prepared to outlast him. This makes the fight not just a battle of power, but also of stamina and tactical skill. Moreover, Milton admits that both fighters are heavy punchers. He shares that while Dubois is one of the hardest punchers he's sparred with, Joshua landed the hardest punch he's ever taken.
Then, what can you tell us? Yo, I'll say this, man. This is like, and I know I'm known for being 50-50 all the time, but this is the truth, man. I won't ever lie to you. Daniel Dubois is one of the hardest punchers out there that I could say I shared the ring with, but Joshua actually...
Recognizing the strength of both fighters, Milton noted, Dubois is one of the hardest punchers I've sparred with, but Joshua landed one of the hardest punches I've ever felt. Milton also notes that while power is crucial, endurance will play a critical role. He suggests that the fight will test not just who hits harder, but who can maintain their energy and strategy throughout. Boxing commentator Adam Smith states that Anthony Joshua looks revitalized, potentially better than ever, but Dubois will need a smart game plan to handle Joshua's form.
Against a specimen and a former world champion in Anthony Joshua.
Well, he was against a specimen in Filip Hrgović. Maybe not as good as Anthony Joshua, but yeah, Daniel's going to have to come up with...
Teddy Atlas highlights that Dubois' trainer, Don Charles, who has a history of working with Joshua, might bring some unique insights to the table. This connection could provide Dubois with an edge, especially since Charles knows Joshua's strengths and weaknesses from their past experiences. Dubois isn't entering this fight unprepared. Atlas emphasizes that Dubois is in great shape and has the full backing of his promoter, Frank Warren. This level of support and preparation is critical because, as Atlas puts it, you need to have every advantage you can get when you're up against someone like Joshua. However, Atlas doesn't shy away from addressing Joshua's recent wins. While impressive, they came against opponents who weren't on the same level as Dubois. The implication here is that this fight will be a true test for Joshua, especially since Dubois is coming in strong, both physically and strategically. Furthermore, Atlas predicts a competitive fight, where Joshua's jab will likely play a significant role. The anticipation builds as he suggests that the fight will be determined by who can execute their game plan more effectively. Boxing promoter Barry Hearn shares that he believes Joshua is in the best form of his life and has never seen him more committed.
Well, obviously I'm a big Joshua fan. You know, he's been with us since he won his gold medal in the Olympics. He's a part of the family, really, so our belief in Anthony knows no bounds. I think he's in the form of his life. I've never seen him so committed, but
Barry Hearn doesn't shy away from acknowledging the risks that Anthony Joshua faces in his upcoming fight against Daniel Dubois. While Hearn is confident in Joshua's abilities, describing him as being in the best shape of his life, he also knows that Dubois is a serious threat. Hearn refers to Dubois as a potential banana skin, emphasizing that Dubois is not just any opponent, he's a hard-hitting fighter capable of turning the tide of the match with a single punch. Despite this, Hearn predicts that Joshua will come out on top, likely with a knockout. However, he warns fans to stay glued to their screens, as this fight has the potential to be explosive and could be over in the blink of an eye. Professional boxer Dean White expresses skepticism about Daniel Dubois' chances against Anthony Joshua, but admires Dubois' determination and fighting spirit.
I don't know, man. I think he needs to hold the center a bit, be a bit more the big man. Don't let the smaller man push you back, and try and big man him and see. But I don't know, it's easier said than done. That's one hell of a fighter, that guy there. And he showed it time and time again, Usyk. So I don't know, man. I really wish and hope he does it.
Dean White shares insights on the impressive careers of Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. He expresses admiration for how they've managed their public images and faced challenges head-on. Specifically, he focuses on Daniel Dubois' resilience, noting how Dubois rebounded impressively after a defeat to Joe Joyce. According to Dean, this comeback highlights Dubois' mental toughness and ability to defy expectations. Dean confesses that despite his doubts, Dubois continued to surprise him by winning fights he had bet against him in. This pattern of victories not only proved the critics wrong, but also highlighted Dubois' capacity to rise to the occasion and perform exceptionally when it matters.